Welcome back, everyone. Now, last week was all about the US dollar. CPI showed us softer inflation data, making traders think the Federal Reserve could soon stop raising interest rates. This weighed heavily on the dollar, whereas sterling was on steroids. England footballers could have done with some of this. And oil prices found support from renewed geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. Now, the market's attention shifts this week to key events including the ECB interest rate decision and flash PMI data, all of which could set the tone for the week ahead. Trader Tom here, currency analyst at investing.com, and right now we're going to get into the chart and I'm going to share with you all of my top trade picks. This week we're going to work out what the hell we're going to do with the US dollar. We're also looking at a couple of pound trades. And I really like the level that Swiss franc pairs are at as well. So let's dive into the charts. We're going to start this week with the US dollar. And this is the dollar index, right? This is a very good indication of where the dollar's going. And this is the weekly chart. And as you can see, we're in this uptrend. And we broke this key 100 level. That is such a key resistance level. Let me just show you how key it has been, right? That is a key level running through there. And it's no coincidence that it's the big $100 level. Now, if we looked at this weekly chart, you would be like, Tom, we're in this uptrend. Okay, we're getting a bounce off of this support level. We're very much a US dollar buyer, US dollar strength. And it would be, I could not disagree with you. But there's a couple of things here. If you look at this figure right here, and I hover above this candle, it didn't quite get down and hit that 100 level, right? Price generally wants to hit those big levels. And if we look at the daily chart now as well, it's scruffy, if not breaking down, right? You can see we're kind of breaking down. I mean, we did get a break of that high here, but then price still came down, okay? So we're at this 100 resistance and support level, but we haven't quite hit it yet. And none of these candles in here are telling me to buy US dollar strength, right? And this is also reflected on the US dollar majors, which we're going to take a look at the moment. And you also have to consider, we had that, the big catalyst for US dollar last week was that CPI data, which was worse than expected. And we saw that real weakness in the US dollar, although it wasn't sustained, right? So really interesting times for the dollar. If we start getting big bullish candles out of here and we touch that 100 level, I am US dollar strength. Now let me show you what that means for the US dollar majors, and it's a bit of a confusing picture, but we do have some trades if certain things happen. And let's start with the daily, for example, with pound US dollar. This is a perfect example of what I mean, right? We are in an uptrend, right? We've broken this key resistance in here, was once resistance here as well. In an uptrend, and now we've got this nice wick rejection at these last highs, right? You'll be saying, Tom, this is a buy trade all day, right? Back up to these highs, potentially this 1.3550. Couldn't disagree with that, okay? But now let me show you a different time frame, and this is so important that you look at multiple time frames. You need multiple confluences. Say that after a few drinks, right? And look at the weekly. Now the daily was very much a buy trade, but if I showed you the weekly chart right now, right, we are in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, and this has held on to these last highs. You would be like, Tom, at the very least, I'm going to sell it back down to this support level. And that would be my trade idea. But we need a breakdown on that daily structure. I mean, you could trade it aggressively, right? This is looking like potentially it could come back up and test these highs. We get a big bearish daily candle. We could start to look selling, right? Or we actually wait for this structure break to happen, because there's no better indicator than a structure break. And then if we did get that structure break, like I say, we can take it down to this zone in here. So that's what I'm going to be keeping an eye out for with dollar majors. I mean, there are US dollar Canadian, there are some other trades we're looking at. I mean, if you think about what I showed you on the dollar index, we'll have a bit of US dollar weakness down to that $100 level. And that plays into this trade idea. I would actually sell US dollar Canadian dollar back down to this area of support here. So we are in a uptrend. I mean, there's no two ways about it. But do you want to buy that weekly candle? No, right? Does it look like it has a bit more room back down to this level? Yes. So there you go, guys. There's the confusing picture of the US dollar, right? Pound US dollar, I'm a seller, but US dollar Canadian dollar, I'm also a seller. One is US dollar weakness, one is US dollar strength, right? So there's that contradiction in the market. But I am keeping an eye out on both of those trades. And that plays nicely into my next trade idea. So if we go to pound Canadian dollar now as well, right? So we are at, in fact, let's go to the monthly, right? We are at a key resistance level. Obviously, this monthly candle hasn't finished forming, right? And if we go to the weekly, we've kind of broke, well, not kind of, we have broke that level, but now we're getting this sellers coming to the market, right? This smells of a liquidity grab in here, but I need more confluence, right? So I want to sell at this resistance level. And then if we go to the daily chart, you know, are things already trying to break down? Yeah, they are. But this is the key level for me running through here. So pound Canadian dollar, if we get a break of this level, I'm very much a seller, okay? And I would look to take it back down to the next piece of support. Again, guys, a lot of what I show you is not rocket science, right? We're in a downtrend, we break this support, we aim for the next support. Okay, so pound Canadian dollar, if we get a break of that level. And that plays into the US dollar majors, right? I wanted to sell pound US dollar, which is pound weakness. I wanted to sell US dollar Canadian dollar, which was Canadian dollar strength, right? So this plays into that idea, but we need a break of this level. And again, guys, if you want to know where I enter, when I enter, stop loss, take profit, we share all of this in our Discord channel. So come join the Discord channel. The link is down below. Also, guys, please don't forget to smash that like button. And also, please leave a comment. Let us know what you are looking at this week. We're always very interested. Also, guys, please don't forget to become a supporter of the channel. If you enjoy my analysis, then come show your support. Also, guys, I watched the new Christopher Nolan film last night, The Odyssey. Very good. Very good. I can't give it a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 9. But yeah, very good, guys. I love Christopher Nolan. I was trying to do that to cheer me up from getting knocked out by Argentina. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to what we were looking at. So yeah, pound Canadian dollar sells, and also pound Aussie dollar sells. Okay, so let's start with the daily, right? You can see we were up here and we're not breaking this last high. We got a bit of a break of a low here with this candle. We come back up again, tested it again, and then we're getting bearish candles again, right? That's bearish. Top wick, that's bearish. We actually had a nice trade here on Friday that we took some profit off. So I think we can take price back down to these lows. If we look at the H4, because, I'm showing you the daily and what I'm looking at in terms of the bigger picture, but ultimately, guys, I'm entering on the H4. And we had a nice trade here, right? Because you can see on the H4, we were in this uptrend, this resistance level that we spoke about, we're breaking down. We've got a nice bearish candle. We just took it back down to this 50 level. All right, and we will continue to do this. Do I want to buy into this support? No, but if we two things. If we come back up to these highs and we get a nice bearish candle, I think we've got a trade back down to here. Or this low here breaks, we break these lows, and then we get a retest into here, and then we come lower. All right, these are the scenarios I'll be looking for throughout the week. And, you know, plan your trades, right? Don't be a reactive trader, be a proactive trader. That's what I'm going to do with this pair. So pound Aussie dollar sells. What are we going to look at next? Yeah, there's not loads of trades this week, but I am looking at Swiss franc levels. And if we look at US dollar Swiss franc, right? I mean, look at all of them pretty much. Key level running through here, right? And we're getting, I mean, it's a bit of a doji, but we're getting a big wick rejection out from that level. And this reeks of a liquidity grab. Let me show you all of the levels that I like. Euro Swiss franc. Again, if you look at the weekly, we're in this ascending triangle, right? We have come up and hit this level, but we're in this ascending triangle. Look at that wick rejection, right? Can we come lower? What else? Aussie dollar Swiss franc. We're getting some rejection as well. This is in a bit of a range, really. We're kind of ranging between here and here. Wick rejection, can we come lower, right? And what's the last one we were looking at? No, that pound Swiss franc as well. Yeah, and this plays into that pound weakness potentially, because pound was on steroids last week, but it's found levels that it's reacting at. And you can see this was an important level, and we've got a reaction here as well. So let's take a look at Euro Swiss franc. So for all of these Swiss franc pairs, all the daily charts are in an uptrend, right? So are the weekly, really, but we're at key levels, right? We're at a key level running through here. If we go to the daily now, this is pretty much what I'm looking for. So you can see we're in this uptrend, and this seems to be the last significant push away from a level. Right, so if we get a break of this level, I'm going to be a seller back down to these lows in here. Okay, I need to show you the indices as well off the back of this, right? Because Swiss franc is a flight to safety. So what are the indices going to do? We'll take a sneak peek at them as well in a minute. So as soon as we break this level, I'm interested. And if you look at the H4, we've got this really nice trend line running through here. So if perhaps we get something like this, I still want to break that daily low, and then we get a break, right? Very much a seller back down to this 9,000 level. So yeah, must keep an eye out for that. And if we go to the indices, let's look at the NASDAQ, guys. Let's look at the weekly. You know, we're at a really key level, because at this level, right, if we end up getting a break, that is a weekly break. That is quite a big deal, right? And we can expect further selling pressure. But, you know, at a key support level, we can expect some buyers to come into the market. So if we do, we know the drill by now, guys. If we start seeing a push off this level, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar will be the winners, and some of the flight to safeties, yen, Swiss franc, gold will be some of the losers. So really important level there as well, worth pointing that out. Let's have a quick look at oil. So the interesting thing with oil is, again, we like the indices. The indices are at a key support level. Oil is at a key resistance level, right? Again, this is the weekly chart. If we start seeing sellers come in here, could we potentially take it lower? Now, obviously, this will be very geopolitically driven. And right now, things are kicking off a bit. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. And if you want to know, guys, like I say, how I enter, when I enter, please come join our free Discord channel. Please don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Also become a supporter of the channel if you enjoy all the analysis and the tutorials. Don't forget to join me for my live streams during the week as well, guys, where I do my pre-market analysis on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday before the London Open. All right, guys, have a wonderful trading week. See you soon.